Alright, so in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys 20 tips, but they're all like questions from you essentially. So the way this is going to work is just like my last one where it was 15 tips. I want you guys to comment down below any questions or any struggles that you're having with Siege that you want an answer about, whether it's positioning, whether it's aim, whatever it may be. As well as I'm going to have this video timestamped, so feel free to stick around to specific tips that you might be struggling with so that way I can help you, because this is going to be a long video. So for the next one, it will be 25 tips, so I want as many questions as you can ask as many as you want. Feel free. And I'm not going to respond to your comment. I'm going to just probably favorite it, and then I'll answer it in a YouTube video. But if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. We already hit 100K, so I guess we're on the grind to 150K. I love y'all. Mwah. Enjoy the video. Before we go any further, I just got done recording this video and I looked over at it and realized that my game audio was muted the entire time. I am trying not to dive headfirst through that barricade right now, but it's okay, because I'm not going to re-record this entire 2-hour video that this thing just took me to record. Instead, just know that there is no game audio. That's completely fine. You don't need game audio for any of these tips, and I apologize. Going forward, that will never happen again. I love you. I want to cry. Alright, now the first tip is coming from Not GBLZ. Video, I have a question on how to warm up. I can only play on the weekend and coming back after a week is hard. What do you suggest? Okay, so I'm going to give you the best possible warm up. Now, I'm going to give you two options and I'm going to tell you which one I like the most. One, come to the shooting range. What I would recommend doing is kind of looking at this, right? And kind of moving left to right. This is going to help you with your strafing, with your tracing, with your tracking, whatever it may be. You're just going to keep doing this, right? Also, come over to this one, set it on unlimited ammo, and just simply shoot the targets. Stand still, shoot the targets, make them sit still if you want. Whatever it may be, just simply practice in here. This is one way. This way is good, don't get me wrong. Definitely, I do both, honestly, I won't lie to you. But the biggest thing that I recommend is free-for-alls. Go into arcade, go to the free-for-alls. Do 1 to 2 free-for-alls. I usually do 1 on an attacker that I'm most likely going to play, 1 on a defender, or 1 on an ACOG, 1 on a one-time scope. So that way you can warm up that sensitivity. Now, if you're not playing for a whole week, maybe do 3 or 4 free-for-alls. Alright, now this one's coming from Adam Mohammed Obd. I butchered his name. We see the comment. How could one be truly unpredictable? Is that not possible at a high skill level in Siege because of higher skill players expecting everything? So even at a higher level, you can still be unpredictable, but it's just harder. But in general, in order to be unpredictable, you have to understand what is predictable. So let me give you the scenario. We are up here, right? And I want to watch white stairs, right? What is a predictable angle? Right here maybe, right? Right here maybe, right? Or even, let's say, right here. So if we can understand what is predictable, that leaves us with options that are not predictable, right? So what is not predictable? Standing right here like this. This is not predictable. Who the hell would stand in the wide open to contest somebody at this door, right? Unpredictable, but it's stupid. So you have to think, what is the best way I can be kind of safe and be more unpredictable, right? You can hold an angle like this. Make a rotate right here. Hold an angle to watch this. Now, the thing with being unpredictable, your best bet is to think about it like this. As an attacker, you have to think what they're going to clear first, right? So in this situation, they're probably going to clear this angle right here, okay? What is next? Maybe here, right? But if they come up here to go clear this head glitch, then they go to clear this, you're already there, so you're going to fry them. So you're kind of like the third thing that's going to be cleared, but you can still see them for the most part before they can see you. So whenever you want to be unpredictable with what you're doing, just think about what is predictable and basically try and do the opposite. But I think it comes down to a lot of game sense, really. And what I mean by game sense is, like, think about this. Imagine we are downstairs and an attacker is pushing this way. How do we contest this while being unpredictable? Now, what are the predictable spots? This angle right here is not too bad. It's kind of predictable, but it's not too bad. This is the most common predictable one to be contesting this way. We have this one right here, another very predictable one. And then we have this one right here to, be here. So when we want to be unpredictable, we want to think of what the predictable spots are. And then we got to remember, oh, wait, I can be a rat, prone right here. And I can watch the bottom from prone right here. Completely unpredictable spot. They're not going to be expecting it. So you got to just basically play like a rat. And it's like you can learn these rat spots by having it done to you, play the game a ton and figure them out yourselves, or watch TikToks. I post a ton of TikToks of the most disgusting angles, and so do other creators. So when you like watch other people play, you learn gross angles, you learn weird angles that are not predictable. Aggression is another way to not be predictable, right? A Goyo goes off on this door, like a twist drone Goyo's it, right? And then I sprint out as a defender and swing this guy. Unpredictable, super aggressive. I'm on attack, right? The round just starts. I sprint right in and just like start going ham. I rush it, right? Unpredictable. Aggression. So aggression will help you with being unpredictable as well. All right, now Derek Jordan asked, are sights just personal preference, or should I always be running ACOG when applicable? As well as he said, I'm going to answer both questions. I'm going to count this as two. How do I use advanced controller ADS sensitivity to know what works best for me? All right, starting off with your first question, are sights preference? Okay, so 150 million %. Okay, so if you look at Shaiko, he is like one of the best in the world. It's very rare you see him use an ACOG. This man will use a hollow A on every single weapon that he can. For example, for me, when I play, I run Twitch and I run Red Dot C. Now, I personally feel like there's way less recoil at Red Dot C just because of visual recoil, so I like it a lot more. Right? I also just like the Red Dot C on a lot of weapons for closer range gunfights. Now, that being said, I run an ACOG on just about every single thing I can. For the most part, I think an ACOG is the best. I think it's amazing, and I think it gives you an advantage. But it also depends on your playstyle. If you're going to be in their face a lot, use a hollow or use a one-time scope, right? It's completely preference. If you like one-time scopes, use them. If you like ACOGs, use them. I'd recommend ACOGs. I love ACOGs, but people like Shaiko, who are the best in the world, barely use ACOG. Now, to answer your question, how do I use advanced controller ADS sensitivity to know what's best for me? Okay, so I personally feel like the advanced controller settings are not completely necessary for every sense. So in my case, this would make sense for me to use. Why is that? Well, let's look at my sensitivity. I use 5100 and then I have 1924. I used to be a very fast ADS player. I still want to be able to get the benefits of having a slow ADS. So when I look around, it's nice and smooth. It's not too much. But I also want to be able to flick left and right so that way I can, get those kills if I need to. In my scenario, advanced settings works out really well because basically what this means is that because of this outer threshold right here, once my analog stick goes a certain distance, the ADS sensitivity and sensitivity in general will gradually increase, which will then allow me to be able to flick. Now, if you're somebody who's playing on, let's say, what is my ADS right now? Mine is 1924. Let's say you're on like 3035 or 3038 or 40 or 50. You don't need that. There would be it would not be necessary. I personally would only recommend it if you play on a low ADS and you still want to be able to flick. If you don't play on a low ADS, you don't need it, and I wouldn't use it. All right, now this question is from Doc. He said, positioning and attacking, I feel like gap taking is a big part about it. I can't attack fast enough, usually depending on my team, to make the plays. So how not to be scared, I guess, and how to attack faster, right? So I'm going to explain to you how not to be scared and how to attack faster, okay? So how do we attack faster? Let's imagine we're attacking this top floor on Chalet, right? That's the site we're attacking, okay? Whenever you're attacking anything, you want to go into every round with a plan. So, okay, we're attacking the site. Let's go for our library take. Now, we're going to attack a lot faster if we have our prep drones set up in the spots that we are going to push, right? So they're like, oh, we're going to take library. Let's set up drones inside of libraries so that way we can take this, right? So imagine you have a prep drone in here. Let's say the round starts, 15 seconds goes by, you're finally up to the window, you go, okay, boom, boom, clear. This is completely clear. Then, we drone out over here. It's clear to take it. We hop in, and now we're good. We are going to actively take map control a lot quicker when we have pre-placed drones. So because we don't have to sit here, break a window, drone out everything, we already have a drone in there. This will allow us to take map control quicker. If somebody is there, then we deal with him, nade him, flash him, go on this window, right? Pressure him, go on this window, stuff like that. But droning and having prep drones are going to help your attack a lot better. Also going into it with a plan. So if a plan was to go for this wall, have somebody drone everything out, get stuff off the wall, open the wall, and take it from there. But you have to just always remind yourself what the plan is and what is in the way of stopping you from doing that plan. Whether it's a bandit, Cade, mute, somebody holding top meds, right? Stuff like that. Always follow up off the drone too. Have somebody drone in and just follow up off it. You'll take map control way quicker. Now, as to not be scared, couple different ways. If you know everything is clear, you're going to feel a lot safer taking that control. So when you have someone droning you in, you're going to be a lot more secure and have more faith in yourself because, or like confidence in yourself because you know that somebody's going to give a call out if a drone is there or if somebody's there, right? But I think in general, how to not play scared is you need to build your confidence up. Now, how do we build our confidence up to take any gunfight? Very simple. We are going to simply, one, not change our sensitivity a lot at all, right? And then we're going to literally grind free-for-alls. If I do a free-for-all and I cook in that and I feel like, oh, my aim feels good, my recoil control feels good. When I go into that game knowing that I just played a free-for-all or 2 free-for-alls, my aim felt good, I had good recoil control, maybe you won the free-for-all. That will mentally allow you to take gunfights and believe in those shots that you're going to take. Also, like I said, droning, it will guarantee information, won't leave any, like, it won't let you be scared because you'll know what's clear, you know what's not clear. All right, now, Jug said, I just need to know how to be consistent. Sometimes I go 4-12 and other times I go 16-3. Now, in general, you're not going to always be consistent. There's going to be games that you do bad. There's going to be games that you do good. Look at Pro League. No pro is always going to be good, right? But I think to increase your chances of being consistent, it comes down to a few things. And one of them is making sure you're warmed up to actually play the game. That's number one. Make sure you always are warmed up. You always want to have that confidence high. Number two, playing operators you're actually comfortable playing. So don't just go and play like a random ass operator. Play ops you're comfortable on. Like for me, I'm comfortable on really any op. I could play any op and still cook. But I'll love to play something like Ash or Twitch or Striker, stuff like that. I do better on those ops. Another huge thing with consistency is going to be the maps that you're playing, okay? So if you suck on certain maps, we all do. There's a map that you suck on. Just the way it is. That's like me when I go on Emerald Plains. I fucking hate that map. So when I get that map, I want to strangle myself, and it is horrible. But then on the other side, if I get Canal, oh, I'm cooking. It's wrapped for anyone who I'm playing against, right? Why is that? It's because I know every type of little freak spot that you can possibly do. I know all my strats. I know all my pushes. And I really like the maps as a whole. So my point is look at those maps that you're playing on and just try and learn from them, right? So like watching TikToks, like top 5 C4 spots on border or top 3 angles to hold on Night Haven Labs, right? Stuff like that. When you learn that, like from TikToks or watching Pro League or stuff like that, it will allow you to be more consistent on those maps. So watching people who are better than you, make sure you're warming up. Playing in a 5-stack as well will help a lot when you can actually communicate with your team. And playing ops you are comfortable on. All right, now Sebastian asked how to fix micro flicking, as well as how to stay more consistent. I already answered the consistent question, so I'm just going to answer this top one. For short distance, I don't know if it's a problem with my Sens or not. This is what you're going to do. This is very simple. I actually do this a lot. So you are going to simply look at these settings I have right here. Big ball, 4, you could do 1, but 4 at least. But up to you. But do idle and do near, okay? Now, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put this on right here. Now, we're going to work on close distance flicks. That means we're going to look like this and flick. Just practice these little flicks right here. Let's see. Except do both sides. So, right, I'm not too bad on my right or my left. Right, though, I'm not as good. I'm not warmed up right now, so my flicking is shit. But you're just going to practice this. That's it. Flick, flick. And it's okay if you miss, bro. You can keep missing. No one's here to judge you. And start off slow. Like this. Like, see, start off slow. Boom. Like, almost just gently glide it over, right? And then as you do this more, pick up the pace, right? Pick up the pace. Just keep doing it like this. Like, boom, boom. The more I do it, I just hopped on to record this, so I'm not warmed up. But look at that. Just literally keep doing this. Or if you want to, like, work on recoil micro flicks too, put it on dummies. Do the same thing. Look to the right of it. Flick. Left. Boom. All right, now the next question is from Blessed. He said, could you go into deep depth about positioning? I feel like that's what I struggle with the most. Okay, so with positioning, I feel like positioning it's definitely one of the most important things, but it comes down to like map knowledge. It comes down to where the attackers are pushing, stuff like that. So to generally break this down in as deep as I can is think about it like this. So for starters, when we think about positioning, we want to always think, can I be seen? Can I be shot? Can I be grenaded or whatever, right? From every single position that you take, from everything you do, you have to think this. So in a situation like this, would this be a good position to hold, right? If I sit here like this, I'm like, okay, bet I'm going to hold this. No, because I can be wallbanged through here. So let's reinforce this. Is this a good positioning still? No. Why? Because I can be seen from the roof. You can't see from here, but they can see you if you are playing right here. So how do we do this better? We kind of back up, Now I can't be seen from the roof. I can't be shot through here, and I can hold this angle much better, right? You want to apply that to quite literally everything. We can apply this right here. Okay, is it nice to hold this angle right here like this? Oh, good, I can contest this, but I'm exposed to the window, right? So we might want to back it up here, right? Stuff like that, you always want to have in your mind for every single thing you do, right? Like, let's say mid-round, I go to rotate. I notice this window is open. If I walk out here like this, that's bad positioning. That being said, you don't always need to not be in a bad position. Like, there's going to be times when your positioning is going to be bad. You have to make bad positioning to get to a better position, and that's just risks that you have to take sometimes. But if I know somebody's out there, it's probably not the smartest to walk over here like this. What you'll see me do is I'll probably fucking go prone and crawl like a fucking worm, like a weirdo, right? And then once I can, sprint for my life. Stuff like that, right? Or I'm crossing, I know no one's there. Now, I'm probably going to go over here. Be careful. Don't forget. This window could be open. They could be on this window. So if I go across, I can get fried. Which is why, like I said, you kind of have to have map knowledge to understand positioning. Because you have to understand you're putting yourself in good position, bad position, bad position, right? Just whenever you're doing anything, think, can you be shot? All right, now this question is from LSS Socks. He said, how do you know when to drone and when not to? Okay, so you basically always need to be droning. I'm going to give you a rundown of what I would do. If I was attacking Billard's bomb site and I wanted to go for a push, I would do this. I'd send my drone in, right? I would look this way, drone out all of Penthouse, drone out all over here, check if theater's clear, right? Go through 90, make sure this area is clear, coming through VIP, make sure this is clear, and then just come back through here, right? Now, I would take map control. So I'm basically going to drone out the area and general area that I need to take. Realistically, if I'm playing in a stack, I would have somebody just drone in for me, and I would follow up off that drone. I'd do that to make it a lot quicker so that we don't have to do all that. But if I'm solo, that's what I'm doing. Droning out, now I'm taking control of this. Now what am I going to do? I'm probably going to peek this, see if I can catch anybody, right? Then I need to get off this map control right here. I've taken this map control, and now I want to take more map control. You can kind of see where I'm getting at. You want to drone whenever you want to take map control. Once you know an area is clear or you don't have any more drones left, that's when you move, right? Boom, check this out. He's here. He shot my drone. Now I have to clear this. Now I have to push up this, and we do that. You're just going to only drone when you have to increase map control, when you have to take map control. You have to make sure an area is clear that you're getting ready to take. That's why I always say have somebody drone you in so you can follow up off that, so you can get that map control a lot quicker and you can act off that information. All right, now Shax Gammy said, how do you use, wait, I'm having a stroke reading this comment. How to use Peeker's advantage and how do you play against it? I think he's saying, like, how do you use Peeker's advantage and how do you play against it? That's what he means. So it's simple. For those of you who don't know, what is Peeker's advantage? This basically means that when I am swinging somebody or I'm peeking them, I'm going to have an advantage because I'm going to see a part of their body, their gun, their head, before they could even see me. So that would then allow me to go, oh, he's there, pre-fire him before he could even see me. So how do I use it? Okay, very simple. I swing. That's it. That's how you use Peeker's advantage, is you just have to swing. Now, how do you use it to, like, your maximum potential, right? You always want to be the guy to swing first. You never want to be swung. It's swing or be swung for a reason. That does not mean that I need to swing somebody down the fucking hallway. That means that I want to swing them before they're about to swing me. So for my best chance of surviving and getting a kill or something, because I have an SMG most likely on defense, I am going to swing when he's as close as he can possibly be, which means I'm going to use my ears. I'm going to use my audio. Once I hear this guy close, I'm swinging. So that way he cannot swing me first. How do you play against it? One way is I'm getting ready to do this. Pre-fire, right? If I think he's gonna swing me, pre-firing is one way to work to counter it. There's not really a counter to it. I mean, that's about it. Just pre-firing, and like you're not gonna always pre-fire somebody if you don't see them, right? So you kind of want to have to swing wide first. Just always get ready to swing and then adjust, right? Swing and adjust. But just make sure you are not being swung first. If you're being swung first, you're going to lose that gunfight 9 times out of 10 unless you suck or that guy hits a good shot. All right, now Cole asked, do you use Control Freaks? If you do, which ones? I do not use Control Freaks. However, I use something that's basically Control Freaks, right? So I use an Xbox Elite controller. It comes with paddles and it comes with raised analog sticks. A Control Freak is just a raised analog stick. That's what this one is right here. I love these. These are amazing. I've never used Control Freaks, but I'd imagine they're great if so many people use them and they do the same thing that this does. Raised analog stick helps so much. You don't have to apply as much pressure to your aiming stick, so you're kind of just gently moving it. You don't have to be like pinpointed with your finger pointing down on it. It's very, very nice just to have it rested high up and not pushed down. I love it. But I use Xbox Elite Controller, raised analog stick on the right stick. All right, now this next question is by Edits by Spider. He said, what's the best way to control the recoil on the SMG-12? Okay, so this is simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to put on the vertical grip, and then you can really use any scope that you want. What I want you to do is warm up in the shooting range with it like this. Set the dummies to close, start off up close, and just burst it. So basically it means just only shoot a couple bullets at a time. This will help you understand the recoil, because there's really not any recoil up close, or not even up close, but the first couple shots, there's not really any recoil, right? So start off with this. This is all, right? Just do this. Then as you go on, start to hold the trigger down a little bit more, right? Start to shoot for a little bit longer, right? It's completely okay if you miss. There's literally no problem with that. No one's watching you. Just keep doing this. And as you keep doing this, you're going to get a lot better with the recoil control. But now let's say you've done both these. Now you want to get better still. Back up, okay? Now go from a further range. See how far you can like laser this thing. But you just got to keep doing this to learn the recoil patterns. As you can see, this is not too bad at all. But just do that in that order. Start up close, only shoot a couple bullets, keep doing that. Then start to shoot full auto, really like start to like hold down the trigger, and then back up and practice this. I'd also advise going into free-for-alls and only use the SMG-12. All right, now Samuel asked, what is lurking and how do I do it? So to explain this in simple terms, like if I'm gonna lurk while I'm roaming, right? I'm kind of generally gonna roam very chilled out. I'm kind of gonna hide, kind of either like flank late round, just not be there to deny map control, rather retake it. I'm kind of just gonna like chill in an area, basically. That's what that means. So for example, as we can see on screen, I'm like lurking inside electrical room. I'm just chilling. I'm kind of letting them take control of this, and I'm gonna flank them, right? This was actually during the Siege Cup, right? I'm just waiting right here. My main goal here is I want them to get comfortable. I want them to set up flank. I want them to start getting hatches. And then I'm going to be lurking and just go boom. I'm just going to sneak up on them, basically. And that's exactly what I do. As you can see, I start to move forward very, very quietly. Initially, I wanted to one-tap him. Didn't do that. Come out here, fry this guy. Come out here, fry this guy. That's simple. Just all that from lurking, from kind of like trying to hide away from the drones and just like come later on the round and stuff like that. You can lurk. Imagine if we are in the basement site, just like I'm here. And I go upstairs and I sit in the janitor's closet. And I kind of just chill there. I just lurk. I stay there. I wait for them to take map control. And then I go and flank them. Instead of sitting in an open area, waiting for them to enter the window, swinging off them, right? So there's like a difference for like roaming. All right, now Sunny is asking, I was just wondering how you get better game sense. Because I'm Emerald and I think my game sense is holding me back. All right, this is simple. Your game sense is going to improve based off of a lot of different things, and you have control over this. One, it's going to improve based off of how much you play the game. So if I play a lot and I die to a lot of stuff and I learn from those mistakes, right? I learn, oh, that's a crazy angle. That guy just held and killed me, right? Now I know for the next time I'm playing this map, but the next time I push this, I now know about that angle, right? And your game sense is going to constantly go up the more you play. You do something good, you learn, oh, this works a lot. Let me keep doing this. My game sense is higher. Another way to increase your game sense is watching Pro League or watching players who are better than you, okay? Something as simple as, let's say I make a TikTok and I go, hey guys, instead of holding this angle right here like this, hold it from back here, right? Your game sense has gone up. Now anytime you play Oregon, you now know this, right? So now you're smarter now. I imagine every single map like a gigantic puzzle piece, and as you watch players who are better, as you play those maps, you learn different parts to this puzzle piece, and that's like the puzzle piece of game sense of that map. The best way to improve your game sense is watch players who are better than you, watch Pro League, watch TikToks that tell you like different angles, different pushes, different stuff to do, as well as play the game and learn from your mistakes. Those are the best ways to improve your game sense. All right, now BDA said, I keep changing my settings. I know it's bad, but what are a good slow setting? So there is no good settings, right? There's no settings in this game that are necessarily good, right? Every sense is going to be preference. Now, I may use somebody's sense and say, oh, this is a great sense. But that's to me. That's how I feel due to my preference of sensitivity style, right? You can use any sense. If you look at someone like Iowa, he was on 30-30. I fucking hated that sensitivity. But that man was frying on that sensitivity, right? So what I'd advise to you, because your sense that you have right now is good, you're just not used to it. But to kind of like not have to take so long to get used to that sensitivity, what I'd recommend you do, leave your vertical, leave your horizontal. Exactly what it's on. Simply just focus on your ADS. Keep lowering your ADS until your aim feels smooth. That's it. Don't touch your vertical. Don't touch the horizontal. Leave it what exactly you're at. This is to anybody who's struggling with sensitivity right now. Leave the vertical, leave the horizontal. Unless it's like way too slow and you want to be faster, that's one thing. But if you feel like your aim is shit, I would just leave the vertical, I'd leave the horizontal, and I'd simply focus on lowering your ADS. That's it. There's people who play like 100, 100 and have like 15, 16 ADS. Right? Your vertical and horizontal are going to reflect on your ADS. They combine, basically. So just don't change your vertical, don't change your horizontal, because when you change all three, it messes everything up. All right, now, Hail Dog said, I just want to know one thing. Why, when I was in copper, bronze, and silver, was I getting matched with platinum, emerald, and diamond players? I don't understand why Siege thinks I should be matched up with way higher ranks when I play ranked. I get cooked every game. All right, so I'm going to explain how Rank 2.0 works for you, and it's very confusing, so I don't expect you to understand this, but I'm going to speak in caveman terminology, or at least I'm going to try my hardest. So, before Rank 2.0 came out, there was about 3,000 champions across Xbox and PlayStation, right? Then Rank 2.0 came out, and we had, I think it was 56,000 champions. So how did that drastically increase? Your visual rank now means nothing. It's all about your hidden MMR. So your hidden MMR is not going to drastically change every single day. It's going to just slowly change, right? So you could be in copper, right? Playing against plats. But those plats aren't the same plats that I would be playing against. So those aren't the same champs I would be playing against, right? Because my hidden MMR is higher than yours. So imagine having the hidden MMR of 2,500, but you are a gold, or you're a champ in the range of 25 to 3,000 hidden MMR, right? You're a champ in that range. You're not a champ in the range of 5,000 hidden MMR. You're a champ in the range of 2,500 to 3,000 hidden MMR. So the visual rank means absolutely nothing. If I were to go on my one Xbox account right now, it's been champ every single season, and I go play, I'm a Copper 5 right now, I will play against all champs. That is all because of my hidden MMR. That is all because of what I was last season. So it makes perfect sense for why you would see those higher ranked players in your lobby when they just have the same hidden MMR as you, not the same visual ranks. They just have more games played in that 2,500 to 3,000 hidden MMR range. That's it. How does your hidden MMR change? Each season is going to gradually go up. If you notice how with the one season, you get to around gold, then you would start to lose more, or you start to gain less. Then the next season, you wouldn't start to gain less until you got to around plat. Then the next season, you wouldn't start to gain less until you got to around emerald, right? And it's going to keep going up. So every season, every win, every loss, it's going to reflect your hidden MMR. But it makes sense why you're playing those people. They're not actually champion. They're not actually diamond. They're just the diamonds of that hidden MMR range. All right, now Windy Dexty said, how do you use utility on attack correctly, like flashes and stuns? Okay, so with flashes, to make this simple, there's going to be a couple reasons why, or situations when you want to use a flash. If I want to enter into a room, I am going to throw a flash. That's a grenade. I'm a brick. All right. Nice. Wrong button. If I want to enter a room, I'm going to throw a flash like this, flash, and swing off of that, right? If I want to take map control, right? Let's say I don't want to plant here. Let's say like they have like feed holes right here, whatever it may be. I am going to throw a flash like this, right? Once it runs, sprint over, right? Even if I flash myself, it's fine, because you have to think, as a defender, they see a flash, they're going to look away. When they're looking away, that is a gap of time that I have to sprint across. So to cover map control, to take map control, you're going to flash. Or if I just want to get a kill, right, I'm like, all right, boom, I want the best advantage I can. Go like this, boom, swing, take map control. That's when you're going to flash. You're also going to flash if you need a burn utility. Let's say, for example, they had a shield right here. They have an ADS. I would throw my flashes in to burn the ADS. As well as to like slow down enemies if I'm planting. I might just flash. But now for grenades. What am I going to grenade? I kind of wasted a grenade already, so we're cooked. But imagine I had a grenade. I know someone's back there. I'm going to throw a grenade like that. That's going to clear the guy out from there. And then I can kind of hold this angle and fry him when he runs away. So one thing would be to clear people off of a certain area. Now another thing. They have a shield right here. I want to destroy this shield. I'm going to throw my grenade right here. We're going to destroy this shield. Now another thing. Somebody is bandit tricking right here. I may go like this. Boom, boom. Hurry, hurry. Thermite dust, boom. And then do it that way. Or if I want to destroy a bandit on the wall, a Cade, a mute, any piece of utility, barbed wire, Malusi's, anything like that. Or I want to stop somebody from moving in over here, right? Imagine I plant the bomb. I throw a grenade there. What is that going to do? If I know that guy's in there, he now cannot run through this door for another 3-4 seconds, which can be huge when the bomb is down. So it's going to be different times, different scenarios, all based off of cleaning people off, all based off of destroying utility or slowing people down. Very similar to stuns. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, Unknown says, my aim some days is good and other days terrible. What do you recommend? It is completely normal for your aim to be inconsistent to an extent, right? So there's factors that are going to happen with this, right? For me, when I first hop on, I have to do 2 free-for-alls. If I don't, my aim is hot ass. It's always been that way, just the way it is. I've always played on a higher sensitivity. I need to warm up, okay? That's perfectly fine. So what do? I go and I do 2 free-for-alls. If my aim still feels like shit, I do a 3rd, okay? Just keep warming up till your aim feels better. Now, other things that are going to affect this is going to be if you're constantly changing your sense. Don't change your sense. Stick to one sense. You need to make sure that you can get that muscle memory. Another huge thing, if you play a lot of other games and then you come back to Siege, your aim is going to be hot ass. For example, I've been playing a lot of COD recently. On COD, there's aim assist. On COD, my sensitivity is slower. I come back to Siege, my aim is shit. So what does that mean? I have to do more free-for-alls just to get used to it. And after like a day of being back on Siege, I just go back to the 1 to 2 free-for-alls and I'm good. All right, now Equal said, is it ever a good idea to copy pro streamer settings if you still haven't found your sweet spot settings? I would say it's you really shouldn't, but I don't think it's a big deal if you're changing to a sensitivity that's similar to yours, right? Let's say I was watching a streamer and he had 40-90, but mine is 50-100. There's absolutely no problem with going and trying that out. I don't think it would make much of a difference for you to where it would be like something drastic. So absolutely, there's no problem with that, right? But if I'm 50-100 and I watch a streamer like Iowa and he's on 30-30, it would be a terrible idea for me to go from 50-100 to 30-30 because that is a drastic change. It's going to mess up my aim a lot. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. I don't think there's really anything wrong with changing it if it's in the range of the sense that you've been used to, that you've been using, that you're good on, stuff like that. Give it a try. But overall, I'd recommend maybe going to their sensitivity and then tweaking it, right? Get a base ground maybe if you don't know what base ground that you want. Then see, oh, maybe this is a little bit too fast still, but I like the horizontal, I like the vertical. Let me just lower the ADS. All right, now the final question comes from W Grid. How to go to the next level? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I know I'm better than my rank. I just can't take it to the next level. This is something that is not too hard. It just comes down to how much you want it. And I mean that, like, if you really want it, if you really want to be the next level, I'm talking you're going to hop on. You're going to do those 2 to 3 free-for-alls, right? So get your aim good. You're going to stick to one sensitivity. You're going to play in a 5-stack every single time that you can because a 5-stack is going to drastically help you rank up. By far, that's the best tip I've ever given you. Please listen to me. A 5-stack will drastically increase your chances of ranking up. So you're going to stack. You're going to watch people who are better than you so that way you can learn how they play off their drones, their drone spots, the spots they put their Cades, the spots that they push, the stuff that they pre-fire, the angles they hold. You're going to watch a lot of Siege. If you really want to take it to the next level, you're going to watch a lot of tip videos. You're going to watch a lot of people who are better than you. You're going to play the game a lot, and you're going to be open-minded to dying, meaning you're not going to blame your teammates. You're not going to scream and rip your hair out. You're going to pay attention to, oh, how did I die? I was playing too aggressive. Let me be more passive this next time. Oh, I didn't pre-fire this guy, right? Take every single death as an opportunity to learn from that mistake. So that way the next time you're in that situation, you can learn from that and be chilling. Way too often, people are just ignorant, and it's fine. It's a video game. It doesn't matter, you know? But if you really want to take the next level, try not to be too hard on it. Be like, yo, fuck this game. I can't believe that guy was sitting in the corner. Instead, take the blame. Be like, maybe I should have droned. What could I have done better that round? Hopefully this does help. This video is probably fucking long as hell. I've been yapping for the last, like, hour and a half. So, I'm going to go edit this. But before I leave, make sure you guys comment down below any questions that you have. I will answer them in the 25 tip version coming soon. I'll see y'all. Much love. Mwah.